ever felt like your life was on track? One moment you're honed in and committed, and the next you're grappling to regain your peace and focus after a major shake-up. Until quite recently, I was in crisis mode for several weeks, dealing with unexpected responsibilities, decisions and changes, and feeling like I'd lost control of my time, focus, emotions, even my perspective. But today I'm back, riding the waves of my life with more ease, gratitude and intention than ever. And the best part, the steps I used can work for anything you may want to shift in your own life. Let me tell you how. I'm the Forest Fairy. Welcome to my corner of the woods where I'm rebuilding, revamping, redesigning a magical life and hopefully inspire you to gather your own fairy dust. Hello everyone, I hope you're having a fabulous week. Summer is still here and I'm still swimming, albeit much less, due to a family crisis and reshuffle. About 2 months ago, my mom suddenly went from independent living to seriously frail and had to move in with me. It began with a few weeks before Christmas when I realized she needed more attention, and I shifted my focus from my income streams to doctors, x-rays, blood works and support, which was fine as I had wanted to take off a few weeks after a busy year in any case. But then it escalated to emergencies, hospital admissions and major decisions. And the next several weeks, well into January, found my siblings and I packing up her flat, rearranging my cottage, organizing care, etc., etc. The challenge for me was that it stretched into many weeks. Although I was outwardly coping with the unexpected responsibilities, decisions and changes, I felt inwardly as if I'd lost control of my life, my time, my focus, my emotions, and I wanted them back in balance very badly. Now this conversation isn't about my mom and her living with me until a place becomes available in the frail care unit, but rather about a technique that I've drawn from the teachings of experts such as Joe Dispenza, Abraham Hicks, Neville Goddard and Les Brown, and customized for myself. It's a simple but powerful 4-step process to bring what you desire into your life a little faster. So hold on tight, here we go. First, you need to identify your desire. A love partner, flowing finances, a beautiful dress for a special occasion, the ideal hobby for your skills, a great new job, or whatever you desire. In my case, I desired to get my creative focus and flowing finances back. Be calm, organized, and have enough time to do all that I wanted, and to feel supported and loved during this time as the current primary carer in my mom's life. Now, some experts would have me believe that I should get much clearer, down to the last detail on what I desire. But I don't know. That doesn't sit well with me. What if I don't really know what would be good for me? What if I can't even imagine what this desire actually looks like, never mind the detail? So I prefer going for a high-level idea that's rather shaded and colored in with feelings than actual detail. For example, I knew a young woman who had always wanted to work at a certain company that she'd held in high esteem. Every time she drove past, she mentioned her desire. Well, she did get a job there, but the company culture, the work and the bosses weren't what she expected. Instead, it may have been better for her not to focus on a specific company, but to rather express how she'd like to feel when working at a company. So how do we go about doing that? Well, we're going to sit with the picture and, more importantly, feel the picture. What feelings would this desire evoke within you? What feelings would you connect to it once it's achieved? In other words, how would you feel when you've achieved your desire? This step can sometimes take time, as we're often more used to thinking in concrete terms of what we want rather than emotions and feelings. A simple example is fixating on finding a long red dress that sparkles for Valentine's date, and as a result missing the midnight blue dress that swirls around your knees and makes you feel sexy, comfortable and confident. Maybe the red would have been too loud for your personality or too uncomfortable. In my case, one of the things I desired was an abundance of time. So I asked myself, how would I feel if there was always enough time and I never felt rushed? Well, if I had an abundance of time, I would feel relaxed, calm, balanced, organized, and creative. And the trick is to not only feel these feels when you get what you desire, but to start basking in them immediately. Incorporate them into your life right now, more formally into your meditation or journaling sessions where you can express the picture and feel the feelings sweep through your body, all casually while having a cup of tea or out walking. Calm is one of my feelings around the abundance of time. So I not only meditate on calmness and journal about calmly going about my life, but I actually do things more calmly. I bask in the idea that there's more than enough time for the things I need and want to do. In other words, it's important to live the feelings, make them your default, and embed them in your body and life as much as possible. I believe God, the universe, spirit, or whatever you may call it, will recognize that you're serious and that you're signaling for your desire to come into existence. It will then bring more things into your space and life that give you those feelings. The opposite is also true. If you feel a lack of something, you'll get more evidence that you lack it. But don't just sit and wait around. Make it a game to start intentionally looking around to see if there aren't already droplets or even bucketfuls of what you desire in your life. Sometimes we overlook or don't recognize them for what they are. Do I recognize that the cancellation of an event that I was going to attend as the making of more time for other things? Do I realize that a swim in the ocean is exactly the break my soul needs sometimes? And so you attract more of what you want. You begin to recognize the coincidences, the synchronicities, the gifts, the abundance as God gives you your desires. But I also began recognizing my role and responsibilities. Do I organize my schedule so that I can calmly move between things? Or do I fill it to the brim, anxious that I haven't covered everything? Where do I contribute to not achieving what I desire? What feelings and actions are not aligned to what I want? So there you have it. The 4 steps I'm using to find my focus and flowing finances, to recognize the love and support in my life, and to stretch my time. Keep a lookout for the next conversation where I'll be chatting about how I'm applying these 4 steps and how it's going for me. Let me know in the comments how you found your calm after a crisis, or how you bring more goodness into your life. Please share. I'd love to hear from you. In the meantime, if you enjoyed this conversation, you may relate to the one on the 10 things I quit for a happier, more meaningful life after 50. Wishing you a week filled with abundance of good things. And of course, sprinklings of fairy dust. Until next time, goodbye